ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकाय चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं जनभूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुश्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवानां च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगणशिरघुनाथं वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पदं सहनलितां श्री विशाखान्वितं च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषाभानुसुत देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यः वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमति भक्तिवेदांत स्वामीति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So Hare Krishna, welcome to the Rāmāyaṇa Valmiki Rāmāyaṇa series. Today the introduction classes, central teaching of Rāmāyaṇa. So we will start with this invocation first. We have prepared some invocation here. We can share the screen that we will start the Valmiki Rāmāyaṇa today, because as the Ram Navami is near approaching, the very auspicious, adorable, and august appearance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Ram, Lord Ramchandra. So so this is the time we can glorify the Lord, and by glorifying we can associate with them. So when he appeared, he has enacted innumerable pastimes. By glorifying and remembering those pastimes, we can associate with them, purify our contaminated conditional life. So we have these things. Entire chapter has been entire session, lecture series has been divided into 3 lectures actually, with different themes. First is auspicious invocations, benefit of hearing Hari Katha, central teaching of Rāmāyaṇa, history of Valmiki Rāmāyaṇa, the glories of Lord Ram, the lesson from Rāmāyaṇa. So this is the 6 themes of this lecture series. So we will go within in 3 days, 3 different days before Ram Navami. It's an humble offering to the Lord Ramachandra and my spiritual master, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So auspicious invocation, we will start this series with the auspicious invocation by chanting the beautiful prayer from the Rama Raksha Stotra. रामाय रामभद्राय रामचंद्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पताय नमः. So this is beautiful. Rāmāya Rāmabhadraya. Lord Ram is Ramabhadra, auspicious. Actually, the name is the name the Lord Ram called Ramante Yogina Annante Satyananda Chidatmani. The very meaning of the Lord Ram is called reservoir of pleasure. It is stated in beautiful verses that Ramante Yogina Anante. It's a beautiful verses we can see here. Yes, this is Madhya 929. He say that Ramante Yogina Anante Satyananda Chidatmani iti Ram Padanasau Param Brahma Abhidhyate. So there is a meaning of Ram. What is the meaning of the Ramante Yogina Anante? The supreme absolute truth is called Ram because the transcendentalists take pleasure in the unlimited true pleasure of spiritual existence. This is Satyanama Sutta of Lord Ramachandra, which is found in Padma Purana. It's Padma Purana it is given. So this Lord Ram is reservoir of pleasure, just like Krishna means all attractive. Akarsati. Akarsati means is attract. So akarsati iti. So akarsana, Krishna. The Krishna, the word is coming for akarsana. So here Ram is Ramante Jogina Anante Satyananda Chidatmani. So Lord Ram is reservoir of pleasure. Everybody in this material world is hankering for the pleasure. But they do not know that how to derive the pleasure. So here it is said that this reservoir of pleasure is called Ram. We are trying to derive pleasure in the material world, but we are frustrated because there is no pleasure in the material world. Dukkhalayama asaswatam. It's dukkhalayama, it's not sukhalayama. So where is the question of pleasure here? It's miserable places. So reservoir pleasure is called Ram. Those who are self-realized soul, the transcendentalists, they know that. So they take the pleasure associating with Ram. Therefore, if we want the Ram, we want the pleasure, we have to associate with Ram. Not this material enjoyment. Material enjoyment is called Aram. In Hindi, it is called Aram means material enjoyment. Ram means spiritual enjoyment. So if we want spiritual enjoyment, we have to associate with Ram, not the Aram. Aram is the material enjoyment of the Maya. So therefore, we have chanted this mantra, Ramabhadraya, Ramachandraya Vedase, Raghunathaya. Who is that Rama? Rama is the Raghunatha. No, Raghunatha means he is the master of the Raghu dynasty. Not only that, he is Nathaya, he is master of the Natha, is Supreme Lord. And the husband of Mother Sita. So through that personality, to that Supreme Personality, we have offered our obeisances, prostrated obeisances before we start to glorify Him. There is another beautiful verses that it is stated in 932, this beautiful verses. It is said that Sri Rama Rama Sri Rama Rama Ramati Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Saharsa Nama Tatatulyam Rama Nama Varanane. This is a beautiful verses. This is spoken by the Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva is telling Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Saharsa Nama Vitulyam Rama Nama Varanane. So here Lord Shiva addressed his wife Durga. Oh Varanane. Varanane means beautiful faced. Oh beautiful faced. I chant the holy name of Ram, Ram, Ram. Thus enjoy this beautiful sign. Beautiful sound. This is Ram. Ram is reservoir of pleasure. Even the great personality like Lord Shiva, he is enjoying the sound of the Ram. This holy name of Ramchandra is equal to 1000 holy name of Lord Vishnu. That Vishnu Sahasranama. Lord has innumerable names. But Ram Nam is so potent, so powerful, that it is equal to 1000 name of Vishnu. Therefore, the personality like Lord Shiva is enjoying the sound. Rameti, Rame, Rame, Monorome. Rame means to enjoy. Enjoy the name of the Rama. Rame, Rame, Monorome. Saharsa Nama Tatulya Rama Nam. Varanane. So his name is so powerful. What to speak about his glories and all the pastime, like entire pastime. His name itself is so powerful, so auspicious, very, very auspicious also. When Hanuman was reminded by the Jambavan that about his prowess, and he was being deputed by Ram with confidence that he is going to send the message or search the whereabout of the Sita and send the message of Lord Ram. That time Hanuman climbed up to the Mahendra mountain and he jumped the 800 miles of Indian Ocean, not by his prowess that he was reminded by Jambavan, but he knew that He is this the origin of his prowess is name of the Ram. So he was chanting Jai Sri Ram and he jumped 800 miles over the Indian Ocean to Lanka without any hesitation, without any doubt. Because he has confidence that the Lord has deposited his all his spiritual potency, spiritual magnificence in his name. And his name, his form, his quality non-different. Nama Chintamani Krishnasya Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. Punna Suddha Nitya Avinatta Nama Namina. So there is no difference between his name, form and quality. So this is the second invocation. The third invocation is auspicious invocation. We will chant this beautiful mantra from Rāmastutra. Also is spoken by the Lord Shiva, is from Padma Purana actually. It is said that Bhrajanam Bhava Bijanam Arjanam Sarva Sukha Arjanam Sukha Sampadam Tyajanam Jamadutanam Rama Rameti Garjanam Rama Rameti Garjanam. This is a beautiful verse. It says that if you roar the name of the Ram, if you glorify the Lord Ram, what is the benefit? The three benefits. Bharjanam Bhava Bijanam. What is that Bhava Sagara? Bhava Bijanam. Bhava Bijanam means, Bharjanam means roasting. Roasting the seed of material existence. Bhava means to be. The material existence. We are, every time we are rotating in the cycle of birth and death. We are become somebody, different species. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, puranami janana justari. So the seed of material existence will be roasted. When a seed is roasted, it will not grow further. That means this is the cessation of vicious cycle of birth and death. Bharjanam bhavavijanam. That is the first effect. That means it will stop our cycle of birth and death if we roar the name of the Ram. Garjanam Rama Rameti Garjanam. And second effect of glorifying the Lord Ram name is Arjanam Sukha Sampadam. All the happiness, prosperity we can attain simply by chanting the holy name of the Ram, simply by glorifying the name. It is stated in these beautiful verses in Bhagavatam also. In these beautiful verses in Bhagavatam, Sukadev Goswami also say that Purusarama Charitam Sravane Upadharayan Anrishamsya Parorajan Karma Bandheir Vimuchyate. King Parikshit, anyone who actually received the narration concerning the characteristic of Lord Ramchandra pastime will ultimately be free from the disease of envy, thus be liberated from the bondage of fruitive activities. So our fruitive activities, our cause of material bondage is enviousness and material desire. Ichha desha samuttena, Bhagavad Gita says that. Sarve janti, sarve ichha desha, ichha and desha, two things. What is ichha? This material desire to enjoy the sense gratification, enjoy the material sense gratification, not with association of from Lord, but different from the Lord. And desho means enviousness. We are envious of the Lord. I want to be Lord. That is our two things that made us to come this material. That is the cause of our falling down from the spiritual existence to material existence. Ichha desha samutena sarge janti parantapa. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says these two things. Ichha means your desire to separately enjoy this material world, and envious of the Lord, defy the authority of the Lord, that why he is, I am also God, I am the master also. So there cannot be two masters in Vaikuntha, a spiritual world. Krishna only one master. Ekelo Krishna arasava bhritya. Ekelo Ishwara Krishna Arasava Bhutya. Only one master, that is Krishna, that is Ram. And others are Bhrutya means servant. So, if we want to hear or glorify the Purusha Charita, the Rama Charita, the narration concerning to the characteristic of Ram, these two things will be gone. First of all, we will be freed from disease of envy and liberated from the bondage of fruitive activities. Because the desire creates our all these fruitive activities. Reaction. So the bondage will be freed. That is the benefit of Ram Nam. Tarjanam Jamadutanam, drive away all Jamaduta. Jamaduta means messenger of the death, Lord of the death, Jamraj. So Jamraj, the messenger of Jamraj will never approach whosoever is chanting the name of the Ram or Krishna and glorifying, hearing about the Ram Katha. That is the three effects. Bharjanam bhavavijanam arjanam sukhasampadam tyajanam jamadutanam Rama Rameti Garjanam Rama Rameti Garjanam. That is the benefit of hearing this Krishna Katha, Hari Katha, Ram Katha. So this is our auspicious invocation before we start our Valmiki Rāmāyaṇa series. So it is stated also, Yamaraj also says, it's not like this verses is just exaggerating, no. Yamaraj himself says that. In these beautiful verses in 9th canto, Yamaraj is telling that, sorry, 6th canto, that whosoever, there's beautiful verses, we can see that. 6:327, Bhagavatam. Yamaraj is telling to his Jamaduta, don't go to this person who is chanting the holy name of the Lord. तदेव सिद्ध परिगीत पवित्र घाटा ये साधव संसिद भगवत प्रपन्ना तानोपासिदात हरेर गदा अभिगुपतान नैषं वायम न च वय प्रभभाम दंडे. So this beautiful verse is spoken by the Yamaraj to his messenger, to his servant. My dear servant, please do not approach such devotee, for they have fully surrendered to the lotus feet of Supreme Personality of Godhead. See, because they are always protected by the club of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, Lord Brahma and I, even the time factor, are not competent to chastise them. Even the time factor cannot chastise them. This is very important, because time factor is very, very important. It will drive away. Krishna says, Kalosmi, I am the Kala. I can devour everything in Bhagavad Gita. So as a time factor, Lord will, everything has expiry date. Punna praliyate. So even this phenomenal world, this material world has expiry date. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that it will also praliyate. Punna praliyate. Again and again it is going to destroy, annihilate. So nothing can be permanent in this material world. Everything is very transient by nature. Because of the time factor. Krishna has a time factor, comes and takes away everything. Therefore, but the benefit of Rama Katha, Rāmāyaṇa or Hari Katha is that when you talk about the topics of this world, we are reducing the duration of our life, every rise, every sunrise and sunset. But when you talk about the topics of Ram or Krishna, the time factor has no jurisdiction. It cannot reduce our life. Rather, it will help us to make us immortal. Because in spiritual world there is no time factor. So it will bring us to spiritual world. It will transfer us back to Godhead. That is the benefit. It is stated in Bhagavatam, Ayur harati vaipunsam udyam astam chanyasu tasyatya khana nityam uttama sloka vartaya. These beautiful verses we can go and see. This is beautiful verses it is stated here. Ayur harati bai punsam udyam astam cha anyasu. So every sunrise, supposing I am going to still live for 100 years, tomorrow I am reducing 1 day. Every sunrise we are reducing 1 day of our life. But only except this person, tasyarte yat khananita uttama sloka bhartaya. Both by rising and by setting, the sun decreases the duration of life of everyone, except one who utilizes the time by discussing the topics of all good personality of Godhead. Only person is exception, those who are discussing the topics of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Ram, Krishna. That is the benefit, that is the tremendous gargantuan benefit of discussing about glorifying the Lord Ram. And it is very regrettable that people are oblivious to this fact. They are simply approaching towards death and again cycle of birth and death. They do not know how to stop it. They do not discuss about the topics of Vaikuntha. This is stated as very beautiful verses. It is very regrettable. The people are, not discussing. No, this is a beautiful verse 3:15-23. It is very much regrettable that unfortunate people do not discuss the description of the Vaikuntha planet, but engage in topics which are unworthy to hear, which bewilders one intelligent. Those who give up the topics of Vaikuntha, take to talk of material world, are thrown into the darkest region of ignorance. That is the thing. We are talking the topics of the world. Nobody talks about Ram and Krishna, the topics of Vaikuntha. That is the very regrettable things. And because the topics is so auspicious, it is said that this topics is only truth and only auspicious. Words that do not describe the transcendental personality of Godhead, but instead deal with temporary matters, are simply false and useless. Only those words that manifest the transcendental quality of Supreme Lord are actually truthful, auspicious, and pious. This is truthful, auspicious, and pious. Therefore, we are talking about this Ram Katha, so important, so imperative, so indispensable for living entity to get out from this material existence, to stop this misery, to discuss about the Ram Katha. And those who are not discussing, they are very pretty much, as it is stated in so many verses, those who are not interested in these topics, O my Lord, person who are bereft of all auspicious performance and chanting, hearing about the transcendental activity, are certainly unfortunate, are also bereft of good sense. They engage in inauspicious activity, enjoying sense gratification for a very little while. That is the disease. They are not interested to hear. The medicine has been given. We are in a disease condition. Conditional life is a disease condition. We are suffering in this material world. Obnoxious principle measure, birth, death, disease, old age, enacting, enforced upon us. We are changing from one apartment to another apartment, one womb of the mother to another womb of the mother, one species to another species. We are suffering miserably, pathetically, excruciating, painful situation. But we are not hearing about Krishna Katha. This is the medicine. So, this is medicine. This is stated that this is a medicine of all the things. Just by taking this medicine, you can stop this one. In this beautiful verse, Sukadev Goswami is telling that Nibbitate Seirupagi Yamanad Bhavo Sudu Satavi Monoramad Ka Uttama Sloka Gunanubanad Puman Birajjate Vinapa Sughanad. These beautiful verses it is said. So glorification of Supreme Lord of God, it is performed in the Parampara system, that it is conveyed from spiritual master to disciple. Such glorification is released by those no longer interested in false temporary gratification of this cosmic manifestation. Description of the Lord as the right medicine for the conditioned soul undergoing repeated birth and death. This is a very, very important point. It's the right medicine. Bhavo Sudu Sruta Manobhiramat. This is the right medicine to stop, to cure our disease. but we are not interested. How unfortunate we are. Despite we are reducing our duration of our life by discussing all other topics which is not truthful, which is not auspicious, which is not pious. We are discussing about all other things but not Krishna Katha. How Krishna Katha is so, powerful, so much, it is stated in this beautiful verses that Tadeva Ramyam Ruchiram Navam Navam Tadeva Sassan Manasa Mohochavam Tadeva Sokannava Sosanam Ninnam Yaduttama Sloka Jasanugiyate. Those who are describing the glories of all famous personality of Godhead are attractive, realizable, ever fresh. Indeed, such words are perpetual festival for the mind. They dry up the ocean of misery. We are miserable condition. We are in very depressing condition, distressing condition, deteriorating condition, debilitating condition, devastating condition. But we do not take the medicine, which is like a festival, Monoshavam. When Hanuman went to search for Sita, he jumped over the Indian Ocean of 800 miles, and he went to he was searching and found out Mother Sita in a tree, that Simsipa or some tree is there, I forgot the name, under that tree in Asoka forest, Asoka forest. So she was sitting and she was very distressed, very crying, because Ravana is coming, threatening him, persuading him, all these attendants, the Rakshasi, they were also tormenting Sita. Very psychologically, physically, all very, she became very thin, lean, psychologically very much distressed, depressing condition. And she was planning to suicide. When Hanuman heard about that, Hanuman thought that, see, if I come before him, she will doubt me, because Ravana used to come in a different disguised way to persuade, to allure, to entice Sita. Because Ravana was a epitome of lust, emblem of lust. So Ravana comes in different form to entice or persuade Sita. So Hanuman was very intelligent. He knew, if I now come before Sita, is not going to help. He is not going to believe me. She is not going to convince that I am the messenger of the Lord Ram. So therefore, he took the very small form, hiding behind the tree. Very, very small form. And he was narrating this glorious character of the Lord Ram, the glories of Lord Ram. So as soon as Sita heard about that, and she was searching, who is that person, please come before me. Immediately Sita, who was planning to suicide, she got a confidence. All his miseries, Hari means who plunders away all our miseries, difficulties. That is called Hari. All the inauspiciousness who takes away. So immediately by hearing from Hanuman the Ram Katha, Sita become very enlivening. And she wanted to meet Hanuman. So therefore this beautiful, this Hari Katha, Ram Katha, Rāmāyaṇa is so glorious, so auspicious. It drives away all inauspicity from the life. Same thing happened before the Rāmāyaṇa composed by Valmiki. He was asking Narad Muni that who was that great personality in this world, who has all the virtues, as the ideal king, all ideal things, Purushottama. Who is that Purushottama, best of the men in the world, who has got all the attributes, all the good characteristic qualities, best of men, Purushottama, Param Brahma, Paramadhama, Pavitram, Paramam, Purusham Sasut. He is Purushottama, Uttama Purusha. So Narada Muni is telling, yes, one personality is called Ram. And he was telling, describing the Ram Katha in very brief with 100 verses. Before even Valmiki composed entire Ramayana with 24,000 verses and 500 chapters. So Narad Muni is describing that made Valmiki enlivening. He was always thinking there's something behind it, something is there, some auspicity, some kind of encouragement, inspiration. Then at the command of Brahma he compiled the great epic Ramayana. So therefore Ram Katha is so enlivening, so enriching, so enlightening, also so entertaining. Ram Katha is the story level is very entertaining. So many ups and downs, so many sudden changes. On the level of lesson, takeaway lesson, it is very enriching because it has so many lessons as ideal husband, ideal son, ideal king, ideal, so many ideal cases, ideal brother, and so on and so forth, ideal disciple. And as a level of enlightenment, it has got so many things which we can experience, practical, apply, imbibe the qualities of the Ram, imbibe the preaching of the Ram, imbibe the pastime of the Lord. So it will be very enlightening to the heart if we experience that. So in all the levels, Ramayana is the best. Krishna Katha, Hari Katha is so good. So in these beautiful verses, it is said that particularly about this incarnation. Tava Vikrititam Krishna Ninnam Paramamangalam Kanna Piyusam Aswadya Trajanti Anyaspriham Janaha. This beautiful verse. Kanna Piyusam Aswadya. When we, oh my dear Krishna, your pastime are supremely auspicious for mankind, are an intoxicating beverage for the ears. Tasting such pastime, people forget their desire for other things. Our whole material bondage is because we desire other than Krishna topics. We are much into the different place. We are onto Khan. We are onto so many Bollywood, Hollywood, so many things are there. We are not Vyavasaitmika Buddhi, Ekaha Kurunandana. Our determination is not resolute in Krishna consciousness. We have branched out to so many things. Bahu Sakhaya Anantam. Bahu Sakha. We have branched out to so many things. Our desire, our hearing has been so many, branched out to so many things. I am hearing Bollywood, I am hearing so my wife, my children, the topics of this world, politics, sociology, psychology. Therefore, we are not Babasai, we are not resolute determination to achieve, to perfect in Krishna consciousness. We have branched out. But the Krishna Katha, when you hear, that we will be forgetting all other. We will lose the taste for all other topics, all other mundane topics. It is so like intoxicating beverage. Just like a coffee or tea you take, is intoxicating caffeine there. It's very intoxicating elements are there. Every day you want to take the coffee and tea. Similarly, this pastime of the Lord is supremely auspicious. Not only auspicious, it is saying supremely auspicious. An intoxicating beverage. Once you hear, you will forget. Just like you take coffee, tea every day, you forget about the other beverage, because it's intoxicating beverage. Just similarly, the Krishna Katha, Hari Katha, Ram Katha is so intoxicating beverage, you will forget all other mundane beverage or mundane topics. That is the benefit, tremendous benefit, stupendous benefit of Krishna Katha. So now I am setting the mood. Why I have to hear Hari Katha? What is the benefit of hearing Hari Katha? Before we go to Ram Katha, we should know this benefit of Ram Katha. Then only you will have an appreciation of Ram Katha. We can attentively hear about Rāmāyaṇa, the glories of Lord Ram. Say one more verses is there. There are so many verses. I have time. I have limit. Constraint of time, restriction of the time. Therefore, I cannot show all the. But there are innumerable, full of verses about Hari Katha. Yani te charitani sa manusya sadhava khalo sinvanta kitayantascha tarishyate Anjasatamaha. Beautiful verses. My dear Lord, those pious and saintly person who in the age of Kali hear about your transcendental activities and glorify them will easily cross over the darkness of the age. That is beautiful verses. Particularly in this age of Kali, those saintly person who always hear and glorify the transcendental activity, the wonderful Hari Adbhuta Karmana, the wonderful activities of the Lord. Lord has so many wonderful activities, just like Krishna lifted the Govardhan hill, so heavy Govardhan hill for 7 days in his left hand, little fingers, little finger of left hand. Similarly, Ramchandra, the Lord Ram, he built, constructed a bridge over the sea with stones, and stones are floating, that defying this so-called, this material nature, the law of gravitation. Lord is not controlled by the material nature. He is not controlled, restricted by the material nature. His activities are uncommon, wonderful. Therefore, he is not an ideal king. We are not talking about the God. Or Valmiki Rāmāyaṇa is not composed because Ram is an ideal king. Ram is an ideal brother. Ram is an ideal son who went for 14-year exile just on the order of his father. No, we are here to hear about the personality who is supreme personality of Godhead, Ram. He is supreme person. That is the central teaching of Ramayana. This Ram is the supreme personality of Godhead. Therefore, we are assembled here to hear and glorify. We are celebrating, observing his appearance day. There are so many kings, great personality in the history. Ambrish Maharaj, Prithu Maharaj. There are personality like Parikshit Maharaj, Yudhishthira Maharaj. They are great personality, great king. We are not concerned about the great king. We are concerned about the Supreme Lord. Lord Ram is the Supreme. Ramadi Murti Sukalaniya Manatishtam Nana Avatarama Koroda Bhuvane Sukinto. Krishna Soyam Samabhavat Paramapumanya Govindamadi Purusham Tamambala. We are concerned about the Supreme Personality of God at Ram. So that is not a wonderful thing. Adbhuta Karmana. His Adbhuta uncommon activities. He defying the law of gravitation because he is beyond this material nature. Narayana Parabhaktat. He is beyond this Hari Nirguna Sakhyat. He is beyond this material modes of nature. Ma dakshana prakriti swate sacharacharam hetunane konteva jagata viparivartate. Ma dakshana prakriti, the material nature is working under the control of the Lord. Not that Lord is controlled under the control of material nature. No. Even though he incarnated, he comes as a human form. But he is not under the control of material nature. Therefore, the law of gravitation is not working for him. He is beyond that. He doesn't care for it. He supersedes. He defies the law of gravitation. Stone is floating on the water. That is not possible for the ordinary human or an ideal human or the great human, but only for the supreme human, the supreme personality of Godhead, who is beyond Maya Dakkhana Prakriti Swate Sacharacharam. He is beyond control. The material nature cannot control him. Material nature cannot control him. Therefore, he defying Adbhuta Karmana, Harer Adbhuta Karmana. This is called uncommon activities of the Supreme Lord. Not that anybody can claim, I am Ram, I am Avatar, I am Incan. No, they should have symptoms of that. Jasseko niswasita kalam savalam jibantilamo biladi dagadandanath. For Lord there is nothing is impossible. By his breathing process, billions of millions of universe is coming out, is created and destroyed. So therefore, the transcendental activities in this age of in this age of Kali, whosoever is glorifying his transcendental wonderful activity, easily cross over the darkness of the earth, because it's a purifying agent. Pravishta kannarandrena dhunati. It will cleanse our all conditional things. It cleans our all infection. We are infected. This is a hospital. We have contracted by Maya disease. We are infected by Maya. So that infection in the heart will be cleansed away simply by hearing. Sinvatam Sokatha Krishna Punya Sravana Kirtana Udantastani Abhadrani Sudun Vidunati Swasatam. Cleanses. Lord Himself will cleanse it. As soon as you hear means you are associating with Lord. Lord is very merciful. As soon as somebody is hearing, He comes, enter through the ear and He cleanses our heart. It is stated that 285 in Bhagavatam that Lord cleanses. Pravishtakannarandhrena Swanam Bhava Saruraham Dhunati Samlama Krishna Salilasya Jathasarat. So here it is said that the sound incarnation of the Lord Krishna enter into the heart of self-realized devotee, sit on the lotus flower, and cleanses the dust of material association. The dust is there, infection is there, dirty thing is there, so many dirty things. That will be cleansed once you hear. That is the benefit of hearing Krishna Katha, Hari Katha. So this is the benefit. Then the third theme we have learnt. We have learnt auspicious. We have done the auspicious invocation by chanting 3 mantra, glorifying the Lord. Benefit of hearing Hari Katha. We have extensive verses. We have shown that what is the benefit of hearing Katha. There are so many other verses also there. It goes on and on and on. Now we will learn about the central teaching of Rāmāyaṇa. We cannot finish everything. Before we go there, one more verse is very nice. I like this verse, is very nice. O my Lord, your devotee can see you through the ears by the process of bona fide hearing. Thus their heart become clean, you take your seat there. You are so merciful to your devotee that you manifest yourself in the particular eternal form of transcendence in which they always think of you. See, that is the things. That is the benefit. A devotee to see the Lord not through eyes. Our eyes are blunt eyes. We cannot see. Krishna is Adokyaja. Adokyaja means, Akhyaja means through eyes. He is beyond our eyes, beyond the sense perception. So you cannot see the Lord by the process of our seeing process, by our blunt eyes. We should the real method of seeing the Lord, the real process of seeing the Lord, by the hearing from the bona fide source. If you hear about Krishna Katha, we immediately see the Lord. You associate with Lord, you see the Lord. That is the process. People do not know, they do not hear. They are called neophytes. They go to temple simply, I want to see Lord. But they do not hear. Actually, to see Lord through the ears, not through the eyes. That is a beautiful verses it is stated here. And so many other verses are there also, 325 something. But we will go to the central teaching, our next theme, because we have no time. Central teaching of Rāmāyaṇa. See, the Rāmāyaṇa, Narada Muni has approached Valmiki and he has explained the story of, and Valmiki asked the question to his spiritual master Narada Muni, that who is the best personality, etc. Then Narada Muni spoke about in brief spoke about the Rāmāyaṇa, and at the command of Brahma, Valmiki has compiled this epic Rāmāyaṇa with 24,000 verses and 500 chapters. Okay. And we have 6 cantos are there, major cantos, yeah. But what is the central teaching of Rāmāyaṇa? Although Rāmāyaṇa is very much read even now, very popular, very much read, rampantly read by everyone, but it is intellectually abused. To that extent, Bhagavad Gita also intellectually abused. The 1000 edition of Bhagavad Gita. Why the intellectually abused Rāmāyaṇa? Because the central teaching of Rāmāyaṇa is missed. Rāmāyaṇa is compiled and composed the narration and glories of Lord Ram, but not as an ideal king. Lord Ram is not just a ideal king, ideal brother, ideal wife, ideal husband, ideal Kshatriya. No. Ideal, be upholder of justice, epitome of dharma, Varnashrama dharma particularly, because he is called Maryada Purushottam, he meticulously follows the Varnashrama dharma, religiosity. No, that is not just Lord Ram is beyond that, because Lord Ram is Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he is the Lord of all living entities. Param Brahma Paramadhama Pavitram Paramam. He is the Param Brahma Paramadhama Pavitram. And he has come here out of his magnanimity. He incarnation, Lord takes the incarnation for what reason? Because in this material world we are tormenting, we are being tortured, we are suffering since time immemorial. So Lord has incarnation, taking the incarnation, descending. Avatar means he descends from the spiritual sky to material world. That is called avatara. So Lord has descended for what purpose? To arouse Krishna consciousness, to revive our Krishna consciousness. We have forgotten the Lord and have no mood to reconcile. We are so adamant not to reconcile. But as an affectionate father, just like a rebellious child, divorced from father, estranged from father, but a father is after all affectionate. So he comes down, he comes to this son, child, and to revive his consciousness, to bring us back to Godhead. So Lord Ramchandra is coming here only that process, only that purpose, that to revive our Krishna consciousness, Ram consciousness, God consciousness, bring us back to him. That is the cardinal purpose. Therefore he has this incarnation. Paritrana, our Lord has already confirmed in this Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, 7 and 8, that yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam siddhamayam paritranaya sadhuna vinasaya cha duskita dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavani yuge. The Lord has come, what for? Three reasons. He has three business. Dharma sansthapanarthaya, to establish the dharma. We have forgotten our dharma. Dharma means eternal occupational duty. Our eternal occupational duty, as stated by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is that Jivera Swarupahe Nitya Krishnera Dasa. It is stated in this way. This is our eternal occupational duty. But we have forgotten the duty. Now we have engaged in the duty of, what duty we are engaged? We are engaged in the duty of wife, husband, nation, society, so and so forth. Therefore Lord has come. Jivera Swarupohe Krishnera Nitya Dasa. It is living entity constitutional position to be an eternal servant of Krishna. Is the marginal energy of Krishna. Just like example given, that finger. A finger is supposed to, our hand is supposed to help the whole body. Our finger is supposed to help the body. But if finger is not helping, means his disease condition. His disease condition. Similarly, we are part and parcel. We are subservient of the Lord. Eternal subservient. So our eternal occupational duty, Sanatana Dharma or Dharma, is to serve the Lord. But when we are not serving, we are very suffering. Disease, just like a finger, when it is not serving, it is considered, assumed that it is a disease condition, it is broken. So we are in a disease condition in this material world. We have misdirected, misplaced our service to so many things, our wife, children, our boss, our country, nation, so on and so forth. Therefore, out of his compassion, anugrahaya bhaktana, anugrahaya bhaktanam, he is out of compassion. He is coming, manusim tanuastitam. He is coming as the human form of life and enacting all the pastimes to attract us, to divert our attention from service to the Maya to service to the Krishna, to service to the Ram. That is his whole idea of coming. He is coming, but he is not. See, this is whole idea of his coming is very nicely explained, these beautiful verses. There are so many verses in there. I will show you some beautiful verses. This is a beautiful. Anugrahaya bhaktana manusam deha astita bhajate tadriskita yasutta tat paro bhavet. So here beautifully it is say that when the Lord assume a human-like body to show mercy to his devotee, he engaged in such pastime as will attract those who hear about them to become dedicated to him. So Lord Ram has come as a human form. That does not mean that he is like a Oz human form. No. He is not coming because of his karma. No. Namam karmani limpanti name karma phalasva. We are coming because out of our karma. But he is coming out of his sweet will, incarnation, sweet will. He is not obliged to come every millennium, but he comes out of his sweet will. He is not affected by it. It is stated in this beautiful verses that natas, what is that? Natasya karanam karma. Natas karanam karma. Natasya karanam karma. No, there is no reason for his to work, to come here. No. He has no duty to come here. No. Namam karmani limpanti. He comes as his will. Ananda chinmaya rasapati tabi tabi. Ananda chinmaya, his own pastime, own to enjoy his pastime and to reclaim us. That is whole idea. Therefore, he is enacting so many times, so many pastime like a human being. That does not mean that he is a human. No. We are coming because of our karma. Karanam guna sanghasa sadasada janma janmishu. 1322 Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavatam 331:1, it is stated that karmena daivanetrana jantu upapajjate. According to our karma, we are taking birth. But Lord has no karma, no obliged to karma. The karma does not affect the Lord. Namam karmani limpanti, name karma palasva. He is coming out of sweet will. Anugrahaya, why he is coming? Anugrahaya bhaktanam. Otherwise, he has nothing to do with material existence. He has nothing to come here, no reason to come. Anugrahaya means to show the mercy. Lord is all merciful, all magnanimous. So to show the mercy to us, he is coming and enacting all the pastime to divert our attraction from Maya to Krishna, Ram, to Aram to Ram. Lord has come for that. That is the reason, that is the teaching of, that is the central teaching of Rāmāyaṇa. Lord has come as a Ram, as a human form of life, enacting so wonderful activities, so many very attractive activities, ideal activities. What for? To divert our attention, divert our attraction towards him. In this way we will be exonerated, we will be released from this imprisonment of this material existence. We will get out from this imprisonment and go back home, back to Godhead. That is the reason, that is the central theme of Rāmāyaṇa. All other stories, all other lessons are just culminating to that point. Bhagavata Dharma means hearing and chanting the glory of the Lord, so that tasutva parabhavet, so that we can attract it to the Lord. In the Varnashram Dharma, what Lord Ram has come as Maryada Purushottam, that also is subservient to this Bhagavad Dharma, because it has to culminate to the point of Haritosanam. It is said that in Vishnu Purana that Varnashrama Charavata, what for? Aradhya Vishnu Pantha. Aradhyate Vishnu Pantha, to worship the Vishnu. Nate Viddusatha Gatime Vishnu. Haritosanam, to satisfy Hari, to worship Hari. So all the Varnashram system also he wanted to establish, he established that also only for that purpose, to attract it to him, to go back to him. Because we have now lost the attraction. Sarvanadi Sudachite Karyavika. Although the prem for the love for the Ram and Krishna is already there. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhu Kabbena Sudhana Savanadi Suddha Chitte Karyoika. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that this Nitya, this Krishna Prema is already there, but it is dormant now. Just like a magnet. Magnet has a power, intrinsic nature of attracting the iron. But because it is rusted, it has lost its power of attraction. So we have lost our this prema, it is dormant, it is rusted, it is contaminated in association with material nature. It will be cleansed when you hear about Ram Katha, Krishna Katha. That is the whole idea. Brahma is also saying, this is all Brahma is speaking. Brahma, the great personality. Actually, Brahma has written the first Rāmāyaṇa. It is 2 crores of verses. I will tell you when I will be explaining about the history of Valmiki Rāmāyaṇa, that how the Valmiki Rāmāyaṇa is first composed by A, then it has been distributed by Garuda, Lakshmi and so many things. From Garuda it has been come to this earth, and this way finally this Valmiki Rāmāyaṇa has been composed 24,000 verses. So that we will be speaking later part, but here we will speak that the central theme of Rāmāyaṇa. प्रपंचम निष्प्रपंचपि विडम्बयसि भूतले प्रपन्न जनतानंद संडम प्रतीतम प्रभु. So my dear master, although you have nothing to do with material existence, you come to this earth, intimate material life, just to expand the varieties of ecstatic enjoyment for your surrendered devotee. That is the theme of Ramayana. He has come to revive us, to get our attention or attraction towards him, also for his pure devotees. He is associating with so many devotees when Ram has come, associating with Hanuman, he is associating with Jambavan, he is associating with Vibhishan, associating with so many Guha. So many devotees he is meeting during this incarnation, in this so many pastime has been enacted, appeared. So simply by hearing and glorifying these activities, we associate with the Lord, direct association with Lord, and we become pure, we become attracted to the Lord. Bhagavatamiti say that, Jasyang Bhai Sriyamanayam Krishna Parama Puruse Bhaktirutpadati Punsam Sokamaya Bhoya Upaya. Why you should hear? Jasyang Bhai Sriyamanayam Krishna Parama Puruse Bhaktirutpadati Punsa Sokamaya Bhoya Upaya. Simply by one's giving oral reception to this Vedic literature, the feeling for loving devotional service to the Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, sprouts up at once to extinguish the fire of lamentation. Fire of lamentation, illusion, fearfulness. Material world means lamentation, illusion, fearfulness. Everything will be extinguished and sprout the love, which is the highest thing, prema pumartha mahan, the perfection of human being to develop the love for the God, love for Ram or Krishna. That will be sprouting up when you hear the transcendental pastime of the Lord. Purusha Ramacharita, Sravanaya, by hearing the Purusha Ramacharita. That is the benefit of hearing Ram Katha, Rāmāyaṇa. So, Lord has so many incarnations. As I told you, the central theme is that Lord is Supreme Lord and He comes for this purpose. Now we will learn, there is another beautiful verses is there in this actually, he said that it's not, Lord is not coming to show up. There is a beautiful 9, 10, 21, I think. Let's see. There's a beautiful verses. He say that, 9, 10, 20. No, there's a beautiful verses is there where it is say that the Lord has come not for the purpose of, where is that verse? Line 11, 23, 9 somewhere. Yes, 9, 11, 20. So Lord Ramachandra's reputation of having killed Ravana is hours of air at the request of the demigods for having built a bridge over the ocean does not constitute factual glory of Supreme Personality of God, Lord Ramachandra, whose spiritual body is always engaged in the various pastimes. Lord Ramachandra has no equal or superior, therefore he has no need to take help from the monkeys to gain victory over the Ravana. Actually, Lord Ramchandra has nothing to do with all the things. He is not like for him building the constructing or built a bridge over the ocean and floating stone is not a very wonderful thing. Lord Ram is Jasweka Nishwasita Kalam. By breathing process, innumerable billions of billions of universe are coming out and destroyed also by breathing and one inhaling, exhaling. For that Lord, He does not have to come to kill a demons of one universe. in Khirasagar or in Kshirodakshasai Vishnu, there only he will do that. By sleeping only, he can accomplish, execute this task by his Maya agent. He does not need to descend. Secondly, Dharma Sanstapana Arthaya. That can be done by the acharyas, his representative, the guru, like spiritual master and all. They can do on behalf of Krishna. So he does not need to come there for that purpose also. These are all the external reason of coming. Therefore, it is stated in these beautiful verses, Sukadev Goswami is telling, this is actually not the reputation of the Lord, he is coming and killing Ravana. No. The killing Ravana can be done by Maya's agent. Lord doesn't need to come to kill one Ravana of one universe. No. And protect his devotee. No, not. It is not also the, no, it's not so hard things. To protect the devotee, Lord name is very, enough. Garjanam Ram Rameti. Sri Ram Ram Rameti, Rame Rame Manorame, Sarsa Nama Tatatulya Ram Nama Varana. So Ram Nama is so powerful. Bhunama Kari. Namana Makari Bauda Nija Sarpa Sakti. Lord has deposited all his magnificent potency, spiritual potency in his name. So name will protect the devotees. There is no need for him to come and protect his devotee. As far as Sita is concerned, he can create so many Sitas. He can marry so many. His Kshatriya, why Eka Patni Varta? He can marry so many Sita. Why is lamenting like a henpecked husband? Just to teach us, just for us to teach us so that we will attracted to him. He does not need to come. That is actually not the glories. He is coming for other reason. Why other reason? He is coming because for us only, not for his glories, to revive us. Anugrahaya bhaktana manusim tanu astitam. To revive our consciousness, to attract us, to invite us back to home, back to Godhead, back to Vaikuntha, back to Goloko, back to Ajodhya. That is his things. And he brought back all the Ajodhya, the citizen of Ajodhya, back to Vaikuntha. That is stated. We will go through these verses. How Ram has, brought back all their. He brought back everything. It is stated in these verses that. No, first of all, we will learn this one little better one. Purport Prabhupada is given very nicely. Natasya karyam karanam cha vidyate natas samascha adhikasya drishyate parasya sakti vivideva shroti savaviki jnana balakriya cha. So he has multifarious energy. Parasya sakti vivideva shroti. By his energy, just like a rich man, he does not need to go to shop and buy something. His agents are there, his secretaries are there. They will do their things. They will do all his tasks. So Lord is Parasya Sakti Vivideva Srote, multifarious energy, they can do for the Lord. Dharma Sanstapanarthaya, Paritranaya Sadhuna, Vinasya Duskitam. Everything will be done by them. Natasyam karyam karanam cha vidyate. No, he has no work to do. Namam karmani nimpati. Name karma. He has no work to do even. Natas samascha adhikasya dushate. Nobody is greater and equal to him. Asamurdha. Matah parataram nanyam kinchid asti. Devan Dhananjaya. Nobody is equal and greater than him. No way. But why he is coming? Prabhupada is very nicely is giving. He does his pastime. Lord has no duty to perform to oblige anyone. Nonetheless, it appears that he has to protest his devotee to kill his enemy. Of course, no one can be Lord's enemy, since he could be more powerful than the Lord. There is actually no question of anyone's being his enemy, but when the Lord wants to take pleasure in pastime, he comes down the material world, acts like a human being, thus showing his wonderful, glorious activity to please the devotee. The devotee always wants to see Lord victorious in varied activity. Therefore, to please himself and them, the Lord sometimes agreed to act as a human being and perform wonderful, uncommon pastime for the satisfaction of the Lord. That is the idea. Ananda chinmay rasapatita vistavita vira eva nijarupataya kalavi goloka eva nivasati akhilatma bhutvam govindam adi purusam. Ananda chinmay rasa, just to enjoy his pastime. There's a beautiful verses in Bhagavatam. I forget that. Where is this verses? The beautiful verses he say that all this incarnation comes for a particular purpose. I mean, to enjoy his pastime. This is yes. Where this verse is? There's a beautiful verses. It is say that yes, This is, I think, these verses. 10:40, 16. These beautiful verses. This is Brahma is speaking. Brahma, Brahma is speaking. Yani ani harupani, yani ani harupani, kindantaram vivarsihi, tai amritasya suchaloko, muda gayanti te yasaha. To enjoy your pastime, you will manifest yourself in various forms in this material world. These incarnation cleanses away all the unhappiness of those who joyfully chant your glories. That is the reason Krishna comes. It's not that Lord Ram is coming for the glorification or all this, constructing the bridge, killing Ravana, and so on and so forth. That is not his killing Tadaka, and Subhahu. No, no, no. Throwing out Maricha. This is not his transcendental glories. Actually, factually, this is not the transcendental glories of the Lord. That is nothing for the Lord. What is this Govardhan lifting? He can lift thousands of Govardhan. His plenary expansion is holding up whole universes, Sankarsan. What is for the Lord? Impossible for the Lord. Kartum akartum sarvata kartum sa Ishwaro. Who can do everything impossible possible? That is Ishwara, that is Krishna. So for him, all this pastime actually, he comes to enjoy his pastime. So he comes in various forms in the material world. And these forms, why important for us, the condition? So, because as soon as we hear and chant this glory, all the unhappiness will go, all the material conditioning will go. It will go away, cleanses. And we will end, it will cease this material existence. Bharjanam bhava, bharjanam bhava vijanam. The seed of material existence will be roasted or will be stopped growing when we roar, glorify the Lord activity, chant the glories. Ram Rameti Garjanam, Ram Rameti Garjanam. That is the idea. That is whole idea of Lord. That is the theme. That is the central teaching of Rāmāyaṇa. Why Lord has incarnation? Lord has so many, even Ram incarnation. There's so many incarnation is there. Not only Ram. It is stated in Brahma Samhita that Rāmādimurtisu kalaniyamanatistan nāna avataram akaroda bhuvanesu kintu Krishna soyam samabhavat paramapumanya govindamadi purusam tamaham bhajami. I worship Govinda Premium Lord, who manifested himself personally as Krishna in different avatars in the world in the forms of Ram, Narsimha, Vamana, and his subjective person. So he has so many innumerable. Avatara hi asankhya. Avatar is Harer, like a waves in the ocean. So many avatars of the Lord, innumerable. Umpteen, we cannot count, countless. 1:326 Bhagavatam it is said that. So Bhagavatam is said that ete cham sakala pumsa krishnastu bhagavan soyam indrani bakulam lokam mudyanti juge juge. Ete cham sakala pumsa krishna to bhagavan. Krishna is Supreme Lord. He has so many incarnations. Kesavadrita meena sarira, Kesavadrita kurma sarira, Kesavadrita narahari rupa, Kesavadrita sukara rupa, Kesavadrita narahari rupa, Kesavadrita Vamana Rupa, Kesavadrita Parsurama, Virgupati Rupa, Kesavadrita Rama Sarira, Jaya Jagadisari. So he has so many incarnations. He has come as Rama Sarira. Vitarasi Diksurenu Dikpati Kamaniyam. So Vitarasi Diksurenu Dikpati Kamaniyam. Dasamukha Mauli Balim Ramaniyam. Kesavadrita Rama Sarira, Jaya Jagadisari, Jaya Jagadisari. So he has come to kill this Ravana who was tormenting. Ravana means what? Who? The meaning of Ravana and meaning of Rama. Rama means who gives pleasure, reservoir of pleasure, spiritual pleasure, not this temporary pleasure, material pleasure, spiritual, eternal pleasure. And Ravana means who makes others cry, who gives troubles to others, Ravana. This is just opposite character. Ram and Ram. So Ram has come to this kill this evil Ravana. So the Jayadev Goswami is glorifying him. So Lord has so many incarnation, incarnation he comes. And all the incarnation is the mission of all incarnation, arouse Krishna consciousness in every living entities. By enacting all the pastime, attractive pastime, so that we will hear them chant the glories and we will be attracted to them. That is whole idea, mission of Rāmāyaṇa. You can say theme, central teaching of Rāmāyaṇa. There is a beautiful verses also in this regard, that in Bhagavatam also is there. Sisuko vacha goviprasura sadhunam chandasaamapi choishara rakhyamicham tanurdhatte dharmasya arthasya chaivahi. Sisuko was working for the sake of protecting the cows, the Brahmana, demigod, devotee, the Vedic literature, religious principle to fulfill purpose of life, the Supreme Personality of Godhead accept the form of incarnation. That is the entire reason, the mission, to revive Krishna consciousness. And on the way to protect and annihilate all the devotees, protect the devotees, annihilate the miscreants. Paritranaya sadhana. So many incarnations. There's a verse there where it says that Nisima, so many. It said that Nisima avatar, so many other avatar also is there. It's not only all the Kurma avatar, every avatar he comes. That is the whole idea, is that to reclaim this conditioned soul. The beautiful verses, I forget 10, 14 something is that, 10, 14, 16 I think, no 10, 14, 16 all that. No, there's another verses is there, I forget. It says that Kashyapa and every so many incarnation he comes. So in this way Lord has come. So we have covered the auspicious invocation, benefit of hearing Katha, central teaching of Rāmāyaṇa. So Lord has come for that purpose. That Lord has also say that the central teaching of Rāmāyaṇa is that Lord has come and exhibited on common activities as a Supreme Personality of Godhead, arouse Krishna consciousness. And he also promised, like Krishna promised, Sarva Dharman Parityāja Mām Ekam Saranam. You surrender unto me, I will deliver you. Lord Ram also has said same thing, like Bhagavad Gita. Lord say in these beautiful verses, this is from the Yuddha Kanda, when Vibhishan was kicked out. When Vibhishan is kicked out and he came to Ram, Sugriv immediately messages Lord Ram that Vibhishan is coming. He is the brother of Ravana. Same tree, fruits of same tree. So let us kill him. On the air, even he landed. Before landing also let us kill him. But Ram has stopped him. No, let us know his intention. So when Vibhishan came, he surrendered. First thing is surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Ram. He understood Lord is Supreme Lord, he surrendered to him. So Lord has spoke immediately. Sakriteva prapannasya tabasmiti chachate abhayam sarvada tasmai dadami evam vratam mama. This is beautiful verses from Rāmāyaṇa, Valmiki Rāmāyaṇa. It is my vow that if one only seriously surrender unto me, saying, my dear Lord, from this day I am yours, and pray to me for fearlessness, I shall immediately award fearlessness to that person, and he will always remain safe from that time on. The same thing, Lord is demanding surrender. He is telling somebody, once at least, Sakriteva prapanyasya tabasmiti yachate. Only once, if somebody surrenders, my Lord, I am yours, from this onwards. Lord say, I will give protection from all fearlessness. I will give every protection from this material existence. Sri Krishna also says, Sarva Dharman Parityāja Mām Ekam Saranam Bhaja Am Tam Sarva Papebhya Mukhya Samimasusa, 1866. Again, another place Krishna says that Daivesha Gunamaya Mama Maya Durataye Mama Maya Durataye Jomam Prapandyante Mayam Evam Tarantite. Whosoever surrender unto me, they will cross over the ocean of material existence. Ram also say, Krishna also same thing say. So you can understand Ram through Bhagavad Gita also, Rāmāyaṇa through Bhagavad Gita. Same thing, same Supreme Lord is coming with different incarnations as Krishna, Ram, Narasimha. So many avatars. Ramadi Murti Sukala Niyamana Vishnu. So, therefore, the central teaching of Ramayana is Lord Ram is not just the ideal king, ideal brother, ideal personalities, ideal husband. No, he is Supreme Personality of Godhead. And if we surrender unto Him, He has come to revive our Krishna consciousness. He is convincing us, canvassing us that you surrender even once also, I will protect you. I will bring you back home, back to Ajodhya, back to Vaikuntha. That is the central theme of Ramayana. If you understand the central theme, then when we read the pastime of the Lord, glories of the Lord, going through all the cantos, 6 cantos, Balakanda, Aranyakanda, Ajodhya Kanda, Aranyakandas, Kishkinda Kandos, Juddha Kanda, all the 6 cantos, kandas or cantos section, then we will our appreciation for the Lord will be many folds. Therefore, we should hear first, they set the mood first, glories of the Lord. Then, after going through all the Valmiki Ramayana, we have other themes. Today, we have covered auspicious invocation, benefit of hearing, central teaching of Ramayana. Then we can go through the next class, history of Valmiki Ramayana, and glories of Lord Ram. We will finish it. Then in third class, third session, we will go through what we learned, lesson from Ramayana. Ramayana as a story is entertainment, as a lesson is very enrichment, and as an application is enlightenment. So these are 3 aspects of studying Ramayana, hearing Ramayana. So we will cover all the 3 aspects. So thank you very much. All glories to Lord Ram. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.